Coffee is often defined by caffeine, but the drink's deeper biological story comes from a set of lesser-known alkaloids, particularly caffestyl and caweal, that give coffee far more complexity than a simple energy boost. These compounds interact with metabolic and cellular pathways linked to inflammation, detoxification, and oxidative stress, all of which shape how quickly the body ages on a molecular level. What makes caffestyl and caweal especially interesting is that their effects are not uniformly stimulating or taxing. Instead, they often support the protective systems that help keep metabolism balanced and tissues resilient as the years go by. Caffestyl and caweal influence metabolism by activating pathways that regulate how the liver processes fats and detoxifies harmful compounds. These alkaloids stimulate enzymes involved in glutathione synthesis and phase 2 detoxification, helping the body neutralize oxidative molecules before they damage DNA or cell membranes. This boost in liver resilience is valuable because metabolic aging often begins with subtle reductions in detoxification capacity and antioxidant response. By supporting these pathways, coffee's natural alkaloids help maintain a more youthful metabolic rhythm, reducing the slow internal buildup of damage that typically accelerates with age. They also have notable anti-inflammatory effects. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is one of the most significant drivers of biological aging, contributing to joint wear, cardiovascular strain, and metabolic instability. Caweal, in particular, helps calm the Nrf2 pathway, one of the body's major inflammatory switches. When this pathway is overactive, inflammatory signals circulate more widely and create persistent stress in tissues. By moderating these signals, caweal helps promote a quieter internal environment, one where tissues remain more flexible and less vulnerable to age-related decline. This anti-inflammatory influence blends with the antioxidant support, creating a layered protective effect throughout the body. Even in the context of aging biomarkers, coffee alkaloids show intriguing potential. Some observational studies suggest that regular coffee drinkers tend to have longer telomeres or slower telomere shortening, a sign of reduced biological stress. While caffeine often gets the credit for these associations, researchers now suspect that caffestyl and caweal contribute meaningfully by reducing oxidative damage and improving metabolic signaling. These compounds may also influence gene expression by modulating epigenetic enzymes, supporting patterns associated with lower inflammation and steadier metabolic control. Although the epigenetic effects are still being explored, early evidence points toward a gentle but persistent role in keeping cellular regulation closer to youthful patterns. There's also a growing appreciation for how these alkaloids support mitochondrial health. Mitochondria naturally become less efficient with age, and this decline is closely tied to fatigue, slower metabolism, and reduced cellular repair. Caweal appears to enhance pathways involved in mitochondrial protection and may help reduce the oxidative stress that damages mitochondrial membranes. Maintaining stronger mitochondrial function contributes directly to a slower pace of biological aging because it preserves the cell's energy-producing machinery and limits the accumulation of metabolic byproducts that cause long-term inflammation. Some people worry about the effect of caffestyl on cholesterol, and it's true that unfiltered coffee can raise LDL in certain individuals. But the context matters. Filtered coffee significantly reduces caffestyl content while still delivering many of the beneficial antioxidants and polyphenol found in brewed coffee. And even for unfiltered coffee, the metabolic and anti-inflammatory benefits still show up consistently in population studies, highlighting that the relationship between coffee alkaloids and cardiovascular aging is more nuanced than a single cholesterol reading. One of the most encouraging aspects of this research is how well it aligns with long-term observational findings. People who drink coffee regularly, whether one cup or several, tend to show better metabolic health, lower inflammation, and reduced risk of several age-related conditions. These patterns fit well with what caffestyl and caweal appear to do at the cellular level: defend against oxidative stress, support detoxification pathways, and promote a more balanced inflammatory profile. Coffee becomes less of a stimulant ritual and more of a daily habit that quietly reinforces biological resilience. Taken together, coffee alkaloids beyond caffeine contribute to a picture of coffee as a surprisingly supportive companion in the aging process. They help create a metabolic environment that's cleaner, more stable, and less inflamed, exactly the kind of internal climate that promotes slower biological aging. While coffee will never be a standalone anti-aging treatment, its complex mix of alkaloids offers a steady, accessible, and enjoyable way to support long-term health, making each cup more than just a morning routine. It becomes a gentle, daily investment in a more resilient future self.